Oh yeah.
What's crack-a-lackin'? Welcome in to My Mind is a Weapon Fantasy Football Show.
Welcome into week 14, everybody. What is crack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lacking? We have BYEMAGGEDON part 2 here this week with 6 teams on a bye this week. We are going to have to sift through all of that. I will be here live till 4 p.m., so about an hour and a half, so you guys can fire away any questions you guys have. I see you in there, BDE with the first, Bandit with second. What's up, guys? BDE. So let me know when you're going to go live, too, as well, buddy. I'm going to hop into a shark right now or a splash right now. If you guys want to hop in as well on drafters, you can use code SLEAZE. It will match your deposit up to $100. I'm going to do a couple of these while we're sitting here taking questions, guys. And man, it is going to be a grind for week 14 here with all of these teams on a bye, bro. This is going to be a wild week this week. I cannot wait to see it. What's good, Bandit? I was trying to invite you to play zero builds and you dogged me. Just left me hanging. So I'm going to switch the screen here. We're going to go over here, wait for the splash to fill up. I've got a couple tickets that I already like here too, Bandit as well. So I like Jahmyr Gibbs over the receiving yards, Jaden Reed longest reception, Christian Watson longest reception, and Amon-Ra receptions. I got the quarterbacks both. I did 2 of them for some reason over the passing. And then with the Josh Jacobs bonus, I took Jaden Reed over Jake Bates over the kicker points and Jared Goff as well. Must-win situation. Antonio, what's up, brother? Fire away, my man. I couldn't even hear you talking, Bandit. Go back to my stream. You were dead quiet, bro. So I got like 90 minutes, guys, before we join Disco Show. We recover all the Pick-Ems. Fire away any questions you have. I'm here to answer them all. He says, Antonio says, Connor Pacheco Garendo at running back. I like Garendo, bro. Chicago's been struggling versus the run mightily over the past 4 weeks. I know it's a scary start, but Connor, it looks like, Father Time's kicking in. His snap share has gone down the past 2 weeks. He's looked rough. Benson has been the leading rush for the past 2 games. And if I'm looking at, Pacheco, he's not going to get a full workload. You kind of saw that last week. So I'm definitely going Garendo. He's going to be a game breaker, bro. I have him at RB14 this week. So I have Pacheco at RB24. I have Garendo at RB14, and I have Connor at RB17 or 18. Too many tickets. I'm ready to blow them up, bro. I already took out 500. We hit big last week. Very nice week for both of us, by the way. It was awesome. And I'm ready to hit again. I'm ready to double it back up. Almost hit that monster, bro. I don't know if you saw this. Oh, dude. It was freaking right there. Puka Nakua. That was my 8-piece. Oh, missed it by 1. What's good, Gilbert? DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley. DJ Moore's banged up right now. I like Calvin Ridley a lot. This is his revenge game. $10 super chat from my guy BDE. I'm gonna make it rain on your stream. Don't worry. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, dude. Jacksonville 32nd versus the wide receiver, or 31st, 32nd versus the running back as well. They're terrible. And you got, Mac Jones out there. You gotta love Calvin Ridley this week in a revenge game. Look at Jerry Jeudy last week in his revenge game, and he went absolutely bonkers. He says that leaves me with a flex open for a wide receiver. Currently starting Marv and Brian Thomas. Man, I don't like Brian Thomas this week, dude, with Mac Jones out there. I really don't. I would definitely put DK in over Thomas, even though I know it was ugly versus Arizona last game. I think that was an aberration game. I mean, it was. It won't be 6-16 again with Seattle, Arizona. I'm not buying that. But man, BTJ, Evan Ingram, all the Jags, dude. I'm never going to feel comfortable starting them for the rest of the way, even though volume could be there. They could be playing from behind. All that is there. Mac Jones has just looked freaking terrible. And you're playing a tough Tennessee defense. So I'm definitely staying away from BTJ this week if I can. But if you throw DK in there, I would roll DK, I would put Garendo in, and if I'm moving out Brian Thomas, I'm putting Garrett Wilson over Brian Thomas for sure. Poop break BDE. Score tonight, Packers 34-30. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I like the over 51.5 also. I think it's gonna be man, I said 31-28 on stream. I'm gonna stick or on my video. I'm gonna stick to that. I like the Packers 31-28. I like the Packers as well too, Bandit. Thank you. Follow-up question from Gilbert for flex Bijan, bro. The answer is always Bijan. Should never be like a question with Bijan Robinson. He's got 25 points against the top 5 run D in the Chargers last week, man. Praying for dude. Josh Jacobs has been on an absolute destruction tear, bro. I mean, he's got 5 games out of his past 6 games of 20 plus points. He's getting fed like a monster. It's a tough game versus the Lions tonight. They're good versus the run. But when you have like a 51.5 over under and Vegas thinks there's 52.5 now, it went up 1. So you got to go with this. You think the points are going to fly. So do I. George says pick 1 wide receiver, 1 flex, BTJ, Brandon Cooks, Adam Thielen, Tillman, Pacheco, waiver wire available, Christian Watson, Elijah Moore. We're in a tough spot here, George. Welcome to BYEMAGGEDON week part 2. I'm going to say, man, I'm staying away from BTJ. Tennessee's very good versus the wide receiver. I know Brandon Cooks got a touchdown. I don't like that. Adam Thielen has a very tough matchup with the Eagles. Pacheco has a tough matchup. I'm going to go out on a limb here, bro. I know it's going to be tough to do, George. I'm going to say Christian Watson is the better play this week than that entire list. I really think he has a big game here. Detroit struggles versus the wide receivers, and they struggle versus chunk plays. So this could be a, Christian Watson catch a bomb game and save your fantasy week. He says, but tough defense, but I respect your decision. Thank you. Always appreciate it. Got you, Gilbert. Mr. Ogma, what's up, my man? Full PPR. Would you flex Jaden Reed, Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, or Isaac Garendo? These are good options to have. I mean, Amari Cooper is really struggling. I don't know what the Bills are doing since they signed him. I love Jaden Reed tonight, and I love Isaac Garendo. So, I mean, 50-50 shot there. I don't really like Keenan Allen this week. I liked him the past 2 weeks. He's been seeing massive targets. I'd probably – so I look at it like this. If your opponent has a good roster and you're afraid, Ogma, I would roll out Jaden Reed for the high ceiling. If you think you have it covered, I would roll out Garendo for the safe floor because I think Garendo is going to have a big game here against the Chicago Bears. Bandit traded me Deontay Johnson for Jerry Jeudy. Did not know that Jerry Jeudy was going to be him. We got my guy joining in here, Michael Rip, in a second. I am the second pick here. I'm going to look at – oh, man, okay. Dude, Saquon's got to be the number 1 pick. Alvin Kamara's got to be the number 2 pick now. George says, nice. I thought so. Need 2 players from the list, though. Okay. So Christian Watson, and you need 1 more. Man, I'd probably go BTJ, but I don't love it in any single way, bro. I don't love Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks has a good matchup. You're going to have CD out there as well. I mean, you could roll out Cooks and wait for Monday Night Football. I mean, I don't like Thielen versus Philly at all. Fuck. That's a very tough situation. I would go Christian Watson and BTJ, even though I don't like it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Could I give you my opponents? Yeah, fire away, bro. Any question for the next 90 minutes here, about 80 minutes? Fire away anything you want. I got you. All right. Is this guy going to take Saquon? Is he going to take Saquon? Wide receivers are thin this week, huh? Okay. Tight ends available on the wire. I like Pat Freiermuth over Kraft. I have Pat Freiermuth at 10. I have Kraft at 16. Squints in the building. What's up, my guy? How we doing, brother? Shout out to you. Hope you're doing good. He's ready for the rebuild. He took Saquon Barkley, of course. I'm going to go Jettas. I'm going to play the running backs late here on this draft to see if I can get a different look here. Let's bring in the Rips here. The man, the myth, the legend. I should have taken Kamara. I knew it, but I'll let it ride. So when you're looking at Pat Freiermuth, right? So if I'm looking at Kraft and tonight, Detroit.
I showed it.
Tight end. So that's tough. You win this week, your first seed. I know. I need NFL DFS picks to lose, so I get the bye. This guy is gonna just take all 30 seconds for his first pick. Okay, bud. Josh Allen. Wow. How about running the table at community? I seen that. And I need what's his name to lose, bro, in your disco thing, and I have a shot. If Dan loses or whatever, the 6th seed is. You've made a hell of a run, though. That's for damn sure. He's playing Russell Wilson, Bucky Irving. I like Russell a lot. I like Bucky a lot. I like Chase a lot. I'm not really that high on DJ Moore this week. He hasn't practiced yet, and the 49ers are about to get healthy on defense. Hang on. Let me make a pick here. So they're going running back heavy. I am going to go with Brock Bowers. We're going to take the tight end advantage here. He's flexing Tyreek, K-Dotton. K-Dotton's been kind of less since I'm going to remove Rip in his mic right now. K-Dotton saw 7 targets last week, but he hasn't been the same since Mike Evans been there. You got a great matchup versus the Raiders. I still like Otten as a top 10 tight end. It's just tough right now with him. Wide receiver, we're going to go Drake London. We're going to play running backs late here. Who would you start out of those waiver wire tight ends over BTJ in the flex? No, I would not. There's the man, the myth, the legend. What's up, brother? What's crack-a-lack-a-lackin'?
What's up, dude? Give me 1 minute so I can get this going on my X as well.
Chilling, got you. You want to remove you real quick? I got you. No, I'm rolling BTJ still. I mean, it's high touchdown upside. He's big body red zone. I know it's tough with the shitty quarterback situation, but I'm still rolling him out there. What's up, Jeremy? How we doing? He says, Jordan Love. Jordan Love is an absolute smash play for me this week, 100%. Shootout game tonight. You cannot avoid that. Dude, I really like Jacoby Myers too. We're gonna load up on wide receivers here. What's up, Tyler? JMO, BTJ, or Jennings at flex. Appreciate it. Currently sitting at number 1 in my league because of y'all. Thank you. So JMO is your big play shot. BTJ, I don't really like this week with Mac Jones. Jennings could be nice. They were in the snow last week, so it was kind of an aberration game for the Niners. It's really close, man. Who do I like here? They smashed the running backs on me. Okay. I'm gonna have to go with K9. I think man. The problem is Green Bay Packers don't give up the deep ball a lot. They don't. And they don't really have a completion of like 36 yards on the year is what I saw from someone's tweet, which hurts JMO, but it's still like they haven't played Jameson Williams. He could pop one at any time. I think Jennings is your safe play and JMO's your upside play if you need it, is what I would say, Tyler. Comeback, he is on a comeback. Gilbert says QB for the week: Stafford, Purdy, Williams, or Wilson. I have Russell Wilson QB 7, and I have Caleb Williams QB 10. So I'm not high on Stafford and Purdy this week, but out of those two, Caleb Williams has been killing it with the new style. What's good, Rip? You ready? You here?
I'm ready, man. I got this streaming on to my freaking Instagram. Hey, man.
How was the vacation, bro?
It's good, man. It's still going. We're good. That's why we're here. We're locked in. You're locked in, man.
I like it.
Great to be here on your show.
Anytime, my man. Anytime. We're just firing away questions. If you got, and then we'll get to like a pick-em slip around like 3:45 or whatever hour in, and we'll look at what we like there. First team had bad matchups. That's what happened to me in Disco's thing. Njoku or Jonnu Smith from Savvy. I love Jonnu Smith. He's seeing too many targets. I know the Jets are good versus the tight end, but I'm still rolling Jonnu Smith. Who do you like there?
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm riding with Jonnu. I mean, he's been incredible the last couple of weeks, and why stop now, right?
Right. Are you you're rolling about in SFB, right?
Of course.
Oh God. How's your lineup looking now? Did you get it figured out?
It's looking like no name central, but we're throwing a Hail Mary, baby. That's what you got to do in this week. I'm going Hail Mary, and maybe I'll be like Jaden Daniels and make it throw, but we'll see.
Who did you throw out there from kick returners?
Okay, so honestly, right now in the lineup, I have Malik Washington. I have
I like that play.
I'm very close to throwing the Jets kick returner in there.
Xavier Gibson.
No, the other one. He had the kick return last week.
Which guy?
It's with an N. That's the thing. This is how deep we're getting.
Ngakwu or whatever.
Yeah, it's not Ngakwu. That's another. That's actually a player we know.
I'm pulling it up. Hang on.
Yeah, it's like that's how deep we're going here.
So you have. Oh, I like the McCormick pickup, and you get the whole.
I think I'm throwing McCormick. Nice. I'm putting McCormick in as well over Gus Edwards.
Yeah, I like that. I don't like Gus this week.
We're literally, when you talk about a Hail Mary, that's what we're doing, man.
I would have been toasted either way, bro.
$20
holler from George. My guy means the world, brother. Thank you so much. Absolute GOAT.
Yeah, shout out to George. Good guy.
I got one more pick, my QB at the end.
At the end?
I'm going to rock out Russell Wilson here. I'm doing a little draft on the side.
Yeah, I see this. This is an interesting team you got going on here.
You want to hop in a splash or what?
Dude, I wish. I'm in Vegas. It doesn't let me.
Oh, blocked. All right.
Yeah.
Let's catch up here.
Everyone
catch up rapid fire. Go ahead.
Everyone thinks you're in Vegas. Oh, you do sports betting and casinos. You can do all the great stuff, and then you're here and you can't even do drafters.
But we can't do the MGM app at all out here, which is ridiculous in California. Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah, it's true.
Keenan or D-Hop, who do you like? Keenan gets the Niners.
Is Keenan
D-Hop gets the Chargers. He's not practiced yet this week, but I think he's 31. I think that's how it goes for him every time.
Let's ride with Keenan, man. You got me on the Keenan train. I'm on the train.
I like Keenan over D-Hop. I have him like 2 spots higher.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He says Stafford, Darnold, or Caleb. It's Caleb for me. Who do you like here?
Caleb, Arnold, or Stafford.
I think the revenge game for Kirk Cousins is going to be different when you're looking at the Atlanta Falcons game with Minnesota. And Kirk's been terrible. I know.
Kirk has been awful.
It's hurting everybody.
Hurting everybody. Say it louder.
Kyle Pitts with a freaking 0, bro.
I think it's obviously Caleb or Darnold, right? Not Stafford. I'm not on Stafford at all.
Yeah, I don't like Stafford versus Buffalo. They're a very good pass D.
You know what? I think I'm going Caleb.
I'm going Caleb as well.
Yeah.
Puka, Mr. Magic says Jay Season, DK, or Jacoby. Dude, Jacoby Myers is balling right now. He's seen so much volume. I don't think I could bench Jacoby Myers. I want to get Jay Season in that lineup too, but I also want to know who else, you're benching him over, right? Because you should get Jay Season in there if you can. Who do you like there? Jay Season, DK, or Jacoby?
I'm riding with you. Jacoby's been hot. Tampa's secondary's ripe for the picking. But if you weren't going to go to Jacoby, it's sort of like a coin flip between DK and Jay Season. So
DK's banged up again.
I know. That's why I don't have any
that shoulder.
Yeah. So it's really Jacoby, Jay Season. Obviously, I love Jay Season. Can't go wrong there. But I think that Seahawks Cardinals game is going to be low scoring. So I'd rather ride with Jacoby just because I feel like
you think it's going to be low scoring again?
I do.
6-16 last time. I'm not buying that. No way. They're usually
I don't know if it's going to be 22 points total, but even, another score or two. I like the Seahawks defense more.
They're not at home this time, though. No 12th man behind them.
Yeah, but Cardinals are a hard team to predict. I think that the thing about that game, Cardinals and Seahawks, is I think whoever wins that game is going to win the division. It's
over. Yep. If they get a 2-game lead, I think they take it too.
And if the Cardinals win, I think they're going to win because if you look their schedule down the stretch, it's a joke.
Yeah. They're the best one. That's why I was targeting all of them for trades. So what's up, Squins? He says Odunze or Devonta Smith. I'll let you fire at this one because I don't like Devonta Smith this week.
I mean, are we sure he's playing?
He practiced in full. He's good to go.
Mm-hmm. Or Odunze. I mean, Odunze is tough, right? Because it's really a roulette wheel with him. I don't love Devonta, but look, if he's playing, he hasn't played in a while. It's a
bad game script, 100%.
Yeah, but Carolina easy. So I'm gonna go Devonta.
I'm going Devonta too. But if there's any other options, let me know. I really don't like either one.
Yeah. That's
Eric says I'm about to get hit hard by BYEMAGGEDON. Got to start one of these wide receivers. I like Christian Watson tonight. Who do you like here?
I was gonna say I'm gonna throw a dart on Parker Washington.
Is he going Parker with freaking Mac Jones?
Did you see what he did last week?
I saw, but dude, Tennessee's good versus the pass, man. I don't know if I trust
They're
that.
hurt. Their corners are out. Ladarius Sneed gone. I think they're right for the pick, and I'd go Washington because that Wicks Watson. I think that's
Dude,
like
Watson's gonna pop a bomb tonight.
yeah. I think you're. I
Detroit
think
gives up chunk plays.
yeah. I think you get something out of Watson, but I would go Washington. But that's what you go Watson. I'll take Washington.
Okay, there's no Romeo Dobbs tonight as well, right?
Nah, he's out.
So 30 people in the YouTube, smash that like. I cannot see how many people are here from Michael Rip's Twitter side. Welcome in, everybody. Smash my guy Mike Ripe or Rip and Tip, whatever you call him.
Wait.
Follow.
Is this
X and his
Sleaze?
YouTube.
This is Sleaze and his pronunciations. Let's go.
This is Rip and Tip, Rip, Flip, Dip.
Right.
Smash him a follow, smash him a sub. Welcome in.
It starts with R. It was just something.
I'll let you take Christian from your ex here. He says, Love or Mahomes need to get a win in.
Love or Mahomes? I think Love is going to have a great game tonight. Good game script. You just talked about it. And yeah, so I'd go Jordan Love tonight.
The over-under is 52.5 tonight. You have to like almost every player in this game tonight. You just have to.
Yeah. I think Love is getting healthier too.
BD, if you want to hop in too, I switched it to StreamYard for Rip earlier or about 20 minutes ago, so I can send you the link. Savvy says, start Jennings, BTJ, Debo, Thielen, or Westbrook. Oh man, I mean, I like Westbrook Akine a lot. It's crazy to say that over these guys.
You crazy, man.
I mean, he's seen 20 points in 3 straight games, 100% snaps.
Well,
he never comes off the field. Great blocker.
He gets 2 targets a game. Now, yes, he does get a touchdown at least in each one, but
no.
Okay. The wild thing about Westbrook is that
8, 5, and 6 targets in his past 3 games.
All right, fine. Receptions. He's caught 2, right? He's never caught more than 2 passes in a game. Here's the thing.
He caught 3 last week.
While he's having just an incredible touchdown run here that, we haven't seen it in a while here, but he's still a wide receiver, I think 22 over the last 8 weeks. So to me, he's a good he out of all those guys, I can't sit BTJ over Westbrook.
Man, I'm staying away from BTJ against Tennessee with Mac Jones, but you can't. I mean, dude, Debo could have a big game too. It's not a CMC and Mason are out. They're going to probably use him in the backfield in more weird ways.
I think you got the 49ers glasses on.
I do. Where seasons are done. I know. Got another super chat here. Private FA007 for the 199. Thank you so much. Super chats are always to the top of the list. If you guys have questions, all the support's greatly appreciated.
They're the best. Hey, Sleaze, let me ask you a question here because we've been talking now for a little bit about this, and you seem to be bullish on the Titans D for some reason. Can you explain a little bit deeper? Because I mean, if you look at their last 2 matchups, they gave up 27 to Houston and 42 to Washington in the last 2 weeks that they were playing. So what is it that you're so bullish on? And if you go further back, I mean, 23 to Minnesota, 27 to the Chargers. And now they're hurt in the secondary. So what is it that you love about Tennessee's defense?
When they play at home, they play better.
Okay.
So if you're looking at they're terrible on the road. I know it's crazy to say, but if you look at Detroit, Buffalo, they get smacked. Chargers, they get smacked. Houston, Washington on the road, they get smacked. They played Minnesota at home tough, New England tough, Indy tough, Green Bay, Jets. They played every game at home tough. I know they don't have Snead back out there, which would really light their defense up. But I just don't see Jacksonville doing shit with Mac Jones. I just really don't.
I mean, look, I get it. I get it, but he looked better than Trevor Lawrence last week. I know that's weird to say. I'm not like a Mac Jones truther at all. But I'm just going with what we saw there. And I don't know. There might be something there, at least from a points. And so that's, I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, they brought the game back to close with, you could say garbage time comeback kind of, but I don't buy it. All right. All right, let me catch back up here. Savvy, I forgot what you said. Oh, you answered his. Mo says Kareem Hunt or Zach Charbonnet or Jonathan Brooks. My God, welcome to BYEMAGGEDON here. So you get Kareem Hunt in a split share now, 3-way. You got Zach Charbonnet, who's going to sit behind K9. I know K9 is a little questionable. I'm not worried about it. Jonathan Brooks seeing a little more time playing Philly, where they could get ran out the building and he could possibly see more work. Who do you like here in this hard situation?
Charbonnet.
I think I'm going Charbonnet as well. We agree on that one.
Yeah.
Links in the DM. I got you, BDE. George says pick 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, Jerry Jeudy, Jaden Reed, Cup, and Debo. So mine would be Jaden Reed and Cup Pretty easy for me. Who do you like here? I'm not riding the Jerry Judy twice.
You don't believe?
Not against the Steelers. No.
You don't think it's gonna be high scoring?
Nope.
You don't like your boy Jennings?
Nope.
What about Debo?
Nope.
Wow.
I think Jaden Reed has a monster night tonight, and I think Kupp is in for a monster game against Buffalo.
All right, so there you go. I'm with you, my guy.
Okay, he agrees on that one. Juan says Seattle or Tampa D, Will Levis or Caleb Williams. Man, I'll let you lead this one off, and I'll answer behind it.
All right, I think I know that you love Will Levis for some reason. I don't. I'm not doing Will Levis over Caleb Williams. I just can't do it. It hurts my heart to even think about it like that. But I'm taking Caleb, and then defensively, I think Seattle is the play because I think the Tampa defense is hurt. I like Seattle's defense. I think they are the type of defense that can turn you over, which is good for fantasy purposes. And so I'm riding with Seattle.
I agree with Seattle over Tampa, but I have Caleb Williams QB 10 and Will Levis QB 11. So I mean, I love Will Levis this week.
Dude, okay. Did you get signed by a mayonnaise partnership or something? What's going on lately?
Dude, I've been telling you guys, you're gonna find out down the stretch here. So here you go. 4 weeks now. What is he QB overall in the past 4 weeks?
What is he? I'm curious about that actually.
He's QB 11 in the past 4 weeks overall. Now, with the stretch coming, you get Jacksonville, Cincy, Indy, Jacksonville. How's he gonna finish? Tell me I didn't nail it with the top 10 QB.
I mean, look, if he's been 11 in the last month that you're on, it just to me it just feels uncomfortable.
You guys just don't like my guy. That's it.
I don't like Mayo.
I'm supporting mayonnaise all over the stream right now.
You are. I mean, you should reach out to Kraft or Heinz or something and see if you can get a partnership there.
What's up, Nathan? He says, I have neighbors, Ridley and AJ Brown. Am I crazy thinking to sit AJ? Yes, you never sit AJ Brown. You're crazy.
Never. You are crazy.
But Saquon, I do feel like it's the Saquon. He could go for 30 or 40 for sure against Carolina. That's 100%. But yeah, you're starting AJ Brown. I'd get neighbors and Ridley in if I can too.
Yeah, Ridley revenge game.
Revenge game. That's why I said Will Levis.
Yeah.
You can't like Ridley revenge and not like Levis. I don't like that.
Yes, I can. I can and I will.
Patrick says PPR drop Jawan Johnson for Benson. Already have Laporte and Kincaid. Yeah, I'd rather have a backup running back with the RB1 chance than a third time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Also, drop a better question: Johnson or Benson? I'm just kidding.
Steven says, are you starting Josh Jacobs? You're always starting Josh Jacobs. He has 5 games out of his past 6 with 20+ points against great defenses. I mean, you could say McConkey or Najee or Jennings or Donald.
I don't think McConkey plays. I like Dallas
today.
He did. Oh, okay. So I didn't see that. I've been a little busy today, but okay. I mean, McConkey, if he plays, I like him, but I think Dowdle's in for a good week as well. But
I like Dowdle too.
I like Dowdle this week.
I would go Jacobs, Dowdle, McConkey out of those rankings, but I'm still Josh Jacobs. You can't sit, man, no matter what.
No, I agree.
Jeremy says half PPR flex help needed. Lad if he plays Ridley. I like Ridley over all of them. Maybe Rico.
Yeah, wait, you don't like NWI anymore?
No, I like Ridley over him in a revenge game. He's going bananas. Oh, BDE says send it. I got you. All right, let me get him in here. Let me lead him on in. Send it to your ex right now, Disco. Who would you go here though? It's Ridley or Lad for me, and I go Ridley, Rico, Lad.
Yeah, and I would go Lad, BTJ. I would go Lad, Rico, BTJ, Ridley.
Oh man, he's dogging my guy. All right, I see you.
Yeah, you do.
Wait till it's over. Wait till he pops 30. Eric says Muth or Jawan Johnson. It's Pat Frymouth for me. I know Jawan Johnson's going to get another look here with Taysom out. He saw 8 targets last week, actually, I think, with him out, which they have no wide receivers either. So people are kind of sleeping on Jawan Johnson. He saw 7 targets, 5 receptions. So not bad. But do I trust it? No. There's the man, the myth, the legend. BDE in the building. What's good, brother? How we doing?
Why do I get little camera energy? What the fuck?
I only got small cameras on the side.
Hey, what's up? Good to see you, baby.
Like this.
What's up, this? My guy. It's good to see you.
All right, let's go like this. Let's go like this. All right, I don't know how I want to do this here.
Were you answering this question for Limitless, or just
I'm trying to figure out how to get these cameras here. You can answer it. Fire away.
Yeah, so he's torn between Love tonight or Russell Wilson.
Love.
That's a good point. Yeah, I think it's Love, and I understand the questions. I mean, look, I know Russell was awesome last week, but I still would go Love. And, I think the way that Russell was cooking doesn't mean he's going to cook every game. So I'm still a little I still have trepidation on Russ week to week. But Love, I think, is getting better. I think he's gotten healthier over the last month or so. And I think as the season goes on, just remember, too, Matt LaFleur and the Packers are 18-2 in December since he's been the coach of Green Bay.
Ridiculous.
So, yeah, ridiculous. And so I love Jordan Love in the game tonight and rest of the season.
I'm definitely taking. I love Russ this week too, but I'm taking Love. Who do you got there, Disco? Love or Russ?
Oh, Russ isn't even in my top 10, but I will say I am concerned that I'm not high enough on him, especially since they're at home against Cleveland defense that has been like it's shootout central, right? Am I buying too much into the last game narrative? I mean, we're still early in the week. Like, should I give Russell Wilson a little bit more love? Because last time I gave him a lot of love against Cleveland, it didn't go too well.
Yeah, that was a snow game.
Yeah.
Come on.
Shit. Snow was possible in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Okay. Private says Lamb or Reed. Still got to go CeeDee Lamb, bro. The matchup's too good for Cincinnati. But if you can get JD in your lineup, you have to find a way to.
Are we sure CeeDee's good? What was the report on him today? I thought I quickly saw that he might not be healthy.
So CeeDee officially no practice today, but there was optimism he's going to play. As far as Monday goes, Lamb said I'll be fine by then.
All right, so he's playing.
Yeah, he's going to be out there, and they're trying to come back into the playoffs, man. Didn't you hear Michael Parsons? We're making a run, baby.
Dallas is going to the Super Bowl. If you listen to Dallas fans, right? McCarthy's coming back. Dallas is, obviously.
This year has been so bad. Even Dallas Cowboys fans have lost fucking hope. It's that bad for the Cowboys. It's crazy.
Give them a couple more victories to bring them right back in.
Oh yeah.
Watson or Debo from Katie. I'm still going Debo, but I'd kind of like Watson for a dart throw play this week.
You got to go Watson here. Come on, take those Niner glasses off.
That's fine. Marvin says need a flex. Chubb, D-Hop, MVS, Shakir, or Mooney. That's Shakir for me on this one. Who do you like there?
I'll go Shakir. Yeah.
Who you going there, Disco? Chubb, D-Hop, MVS, Scantling, or Mooney, or Shakir?
I'm going Nick Chubb, man. He's in my top 10. I'm getting a lot of slack on Twitter for putting him as a top 10 running back this week.
He played 30% of the snaps 2 out of the past 3 weeks.
Historically, he has absolutely dominated Pittsburgh, and he will continue to do so.
It was a snow game. Thank you for the gifted sub, Fantasy Dog. I see you. You're an absolute goat, man. Welcome. Okay, Katie says Watson or Debo in another league. Start to Thomas Jr., Jameson, or Jennings, or Debo. So start 2 out of Thomas Jr., J-Mo, Jennings, or Debo. I'll let you guys answer that first. Fire away, Rip.
I'll let Disco go.
Watson or Debo, and another league start 2. So I'm going to go Debo Samuel. I'm never going to not go Debo Samuel when it's Christian Watson. And I mean, the 49ers do kind of need a win. They needed it last week. They definitely need it this week. Are we going to see that, new offensive coordinator / new head coach taking over like bombardment game from Chicago this week? Are they going to be absolute? Anyways, and then Thomas Jr. or J-Mo, Jennings, or Debo. I'm going Debo as well there. BTJ would be a close second. I would be higher on BTJ with Trevor Lawrence, but he's gone. So BTJ has been really good. He's been really, really good with Mac Jones despite that, and he's healthy again. So I would say Debo and BTJ.
Yeah, I'm going J-Mo for sure, and BTJ. I don't understand the Debo thing. I think we're living on passing. Look at his numbers last month. He's been awful.
The snow game, every Niner had 1 point.
Yeah, I'm not going based off of numbers of playing with Brandon Allen, Bradley Allen, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah,
I'm not going based off of the analysis of the snow game. The numbers are very skewed. So I'm going to go with the assessment, and I'm going to follow the process.
I like it.
I respect it, but I'm still going JMO. I'm going JMO and BTJ. Let's go, baby.
I respect it.
Love versus Tua from David. What's up, my man? That's Love for me. Easy. Love is my QB4 in the week. I'm very high on Jordan Love tonight. Who do you guys like there? Even though Tua's been balling.
I think Love is my QB2 on the week.
Where do you have Love this week, Rip?
Well, you know, I don't do the weekly rankings like you guys, but I would take Love over Tua as well.
I like that. Nathan says, if I'm playing AJ, am I benching Ridley or Neighbors? I'm not benching Ridley this week. The revenge game, I'm too high on. Jacksonville sucks everywhere defensively. And you're starting, I would flex Bucky, Saquon, and Jacobs. Yeah, I think you got to sit Neighbors with Drew Lock, even though the matchup's great. He sucks. Who are you sitting? I know you don't want to say Ridley, but it's got to be Ridley as a start.
I mean, the targets haven't really been there for Ridley. I do like the narrative of the revenge game, but the targets have not been there the last 2 or 3 weeks. So I like Neighbors. It's a plus matchup for Neighbors. I'm going to go with him. And I hate Drew Lock, but it is what it is. Sticking to the process.
I'm riding with Disco and my Neighbors.
Okay, I'm with that. Juan says Jaden Reed, Ridley, or Rico at flex 0.5 PPR projected to win by 15-ish. I like Jaden Reed a ton tonight, but I like Ridley and Rico also. Who would you guys go with there?
Good options. I think I'm gonna ride Jaden also, but if I wasn't gonna go Jaden, I would go Rico.
Apparently, I like Jaden Reed so much so that I put him twice in my top 10 list on Twitter. Man, Twitter's just been killing me today. Like, don't they know I'm him? That like I just make these calls and no, I'm kidding. Yeah, Jaden Reed for sure.
Don't they know that we got a whale in the house and there's like flames coming from his face?
Wow, bro, I'm offended.
Wow, I meant like the right way.
I mean, I'm large, but not that large. Jeez.
No, you know,
I just called me Shamu.
Yeah, well, you're a killer whale. That's what I mean. Like, you know,
facts.
Yeah.
All right, I can't figure out how I want this camera to work, but we're gonna rock it like this. Fuck it, it's fine. All right, so moving on here. Eric says, last question, crazy, but MVS, McCormick, or Allen if Brees is out. PPR. If Brees is out, I like Allen way more than any of those names on that list. But again, it's just like last week. He's saying optimism. You know, Brees might play. Same thing as last week. So it's kind of a wait and see. But
so do you guys use the Fantasy Pros? Are they going to play tool?
No, what is that?
So like they have like this process where they got these like not necessarily doctors, but like people who assess injuries based off of the news, and they let you know the likelihood of that person playing. Right now, Brees Hall's at like a 32% chance of playing, so it's not very likely that he does play. So if Brees misses, like Brees is in my top 10,
12% right now. I just pulled it up.
Yeah, that's even worse. So it's gotten worse since this morning. So yeah, if Brees is in one of the best matchups in football, if Brees is out, Braylon Allen is a smash start, and I'm 100% going with him.
Yeah, I'm with you. I was going to say, look, I don't use the tool, but I play fantasy, and I feel like I play like a pro. So my unscientific thought was that Brees wasn't going to play. Ultimately, I would play Braylon, but you can wait and just decide. And if Jets are at 10 a.m., Raiders are at 10 a.m. If Braylon, if Brees is playing, then I'd play McCormick.
I mean, McCormick's going to be interesting if everyone's out. He started to get the work last week, and Tampa struggles versus the run.
I think McCormick could go off this week. I think he's going to get the run this week. I mean, that's
his Scott Fishbowl prayers right there. I want him to go off this week.
No, here's my only thought though. The more I thought about it and looked into it, look, he had great numbers last week in limited usage, but I think he's getting the first shot at it. And if you remember last season, Antonio Pierce got this job in Las Vegas specifically because of the end of the season run he had with the Raiders, and he rode Disco's guy this year, Zamir White, who was good down the stretch last year. Let's remember that. And so that could be what we see out of Sincere. And I think he's going to get the shot to do it this week. And so I like that.
God, I mean, you just had to mention Zamir.
Well, he was good.
Yeah, you see that dart he threw it at the end, bro? Just
hey, he's killer whale,
man. Jay says 10 and 3, 12-man PPR. Running back room is depleted. Start to Hunt, Vidal, Spears, Akers, or pick up Corum, Patrick Taylor, or Travis Homer. We were just talking about it. If you have Sincere on there, I like him over all these names. If the Raiders are not going to play anybody. Travis Homer, I'm not touching. I think they got to lean a little bit into Vidal because Gus looked terrible. What do you guys think here?
Rip, go ahead.
Oh, this is tough. I don't like anything.
Rough. Yeah.
I don't like anything. I mean, yeah, I guess you got to go with Vidal, but maybe Akers. I think Aaron Jones is going to get a little less run here. So
he's such a roller coaster to predict. He'll go 80% snaps, 40% snaps, 70% 50%. Like it's fucking retarded.
Stop.
But Roshan is in concussion protocol, right? Or am I tripping?
I think he's good to go.
Roshan Johnson misses Thursday practice, has not even cleared step 1 for protocol.
Because they played last Thursday, right? So that gives him over 7 days for the concussion protocol window. So he might be good to go.
Right, but they don't do that when you're out of contention. Like, look at Jake Ferguson. He's had 2.5 weeks. He's not even just cleared step 1. So, if they're a team that's fighting for it, it's different.
Yeah. Furthermore, to answer the last question, if you need the ceiling play, I think Vidal's the only one who's an actual ceiling play. None of them. None of the other guys have a safe floor.
And this is like the ceiling when you're in like the tiny house.
Yeah.
This is like tiny home ceiling.
It's like every house I've ever been inside.
Well,
Nathan says, "I'd like to hear guys discuss between Levis, Tua, and Russ for the rest of the season. I'm guaranteed in the playoffs. If you've been in my channel or watched my videos, it is Will Levis to the moon the rest of the season. Everyone is going to hate it and eat it. Who do you like the rest of the way?"
There's no shot I would ever say Levis. I
think I'll take a bet right now that he outscores all these quarterbacks the rest of the season.
Rest of the season?
Yep.
I know you love the matchup. I get it, but I would take that bet. I think Tua is going to outscore Levis the rest of the season.
What are we dropping on it? 10 gifted?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know gifting. I'd be happy to. I don't know, how do I gift? Well, I want to gift you something, but I don't know how this works. You have to tell me after this. Maybe next time I can gift you some stuff. But if we're talking gifts, I'm taking Tua over Levis. I think I'd take Russ over Levis too, to be honest.
So here you go. Pull it up like this. So Tua, we all know that Will Levis has the easiest schedule the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Tua is going to get the Jets, Houston, Niners, Cleveland, and Jets.
Okay.
All kind of average, tough matchups, not super tough.
I don't think they're tough.
Russ is going to get Philly, Baltimore, KC, 3 of the 5, and Cleveland, Cincy. So Russ has the toughest road. You're telling me they're going to outscore Will?
I think Tua over Levis. Let's go. We'll put this on the board. Put it on the board. The board behind.
Who do you like rest of the way, Disco?
Honestly, if you got a bunch of streamers there, just play the matchup game. I'm not going to tell you one guy's going to, fit the mold for the rest of the week. I would say just look at the matchups. Whoever has the best matchup in the week, ride with them.
That's Levis every week. $5 holler from George. I'll get back to it in a second. Pick 3, Jerry, Judy, Reed, Cup, Debo, or Jennings. I didn't hear you answered. I got you. I'm going with Jaden Reed and Cup no matter what. And I'm still riding Debo over Jennings. I don't like Judy.
Over Judy?
Yeah, I don't like him versus Pittsburgh.
But Judy's been electric, and he also lit up Pittsburgh.
I know, for 12 points.
Yeah, but I mean,
people's number one mistake in fantasy football is having one game go off and think it's going to happen again.
But here,
12 points is his floor.
Yeah,
it has been. It has been. I just think Debo's going to pop, man.
I'm gonna say literally the first 3 names you have there: Judy, Reed, and Cup. They all have the safest floor. They all have excellent matchups, and their ceiling. If you get 1 or 2 ceiling games out of the 3 names, you're going to be absolutely spectacular. Whereas Debo and Jennings, we don't really know their floor. We don't, not anymore.
I would say Judy's a safer play. I'm just lower on Judy this week. I just am.
I mean, he's not going to put up 40. Let's be honest, but I think his floor is much safer.
Well, you don't think he's going for 265 yards this week?
I mean, I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibilities, but I don't have it projected. Also, didn't have it projected last week for what it's worth.
I don't think anyone had him wide receiver 1.
He didn't have Judy for 265 last week. I can't trust this man.
Jesus.
I was considering the under on like 48 receiving yards.
Yeah, so was I on his revenge game. What the fuck? Victor says start 1, Tillman, Elijah Moore, Smitty, Mooney, Thielen. This is rough. I mean, Tillman's going to be back off injury, so Elijah's targets are probably going to go down.
Is that Devonta Smith?
That's Devonta, but
yeah, I'm going with that.
Carolina.
Yeah, I'm going with that.
I'm going Devonta, but I don't like it.
I'm riding with Tillman.
Ooh, going Tillman. Okay, even though Jerry Judy just popped for 265.
Yeah, even though Jerry.
What's up, fantasy dog?
Yeah.
All right. Peanut butter cap. What does chef mean with that? Peanut butter cap. What's good, chef? Trying to figure out what that means. Peanut butter cap. I must have missed it. Westbrook, Akine, or Wilson? Are you talking Garrett Wilson? Or if we're talking Garrett Wilson, I'm going Garrett Wilson. Michael Wilson, I still like. No way. I'm starting Garrett Wilson. He's a superstar. Start your studs.
It's got to be Garrett Wilson over Westbrook. Akine.
Yeah. Come on. But Akine's got a nice matchup. Marvin says, sorry to ask again, flex wide receiver, Mooney, D-Hop, Shakir, Chubb. So Disco likes Chubb in the revenge game because the Steelers took
and a wide receiver. I'd go D-Hop. Chubb and D-Hop.
And a wide receiver. I like Shakir and Chubb, if it's me. Who do you like there, Rip?
I'm going to go Shakir and D-Hop.
Shakir and D-Hop. Okay. Oh, PBJ, it's Pebble Beach when we golfed out there, Chef. Freaking like an $80 goddamn hat from the most expensive golf pro shop you've ever seen.
You're wearing it right now.
Yeah. I didn't know what he meant by saying it, but I get it now. He says, what's up, BDE? Fang says, what's up, Fang? Welcome back. I got a 5-way parlay tonight, and we're going to get in some pick-ems now. I like it. He says, Gibbs over 52.5. That's tough for me. Reed, Jacobs, and ASB 0.5 TD. Watson over 45.5. I like Watson tonight. I do. The 3 touchdowns. I mean, Jacobs, ASB, and Reed. I like them all. You guys like Gibbs over 52 rushing? I mean, he could do it any time, but what do you think? Who you got there?
I'm gonna go under on Gibbs.
Gibbs under. That's what I'm thinking as well. Disco, you like the over for Gibbs rushing or no?
I'm not betting on it. I'm not betting on the over. I'm not betting on the under. There's a very weird and finicky storyline in there, and I don't want to be wrong because should he play, he'll definitely go over. But if he doesn't play because of what he posted on IG, then he's definitely going to go under. I'm not going to gamble. I'm not Dan Campbell there, so I'm not going to gamble on that one. There's too much volatility.
I think the same thing with that weird ass tweet he did of his freaking board behind him or whatever. All right, so we'll catch up with chat here in a minute. I want to build a card here. If you have any lock tonight, one lock from each of you right now, and let's build a 3-piece here. What do you like for the lock? Disco, give me one.
I was going to save my locks for the show tonight, but I mean, since I love you, I'll be here.
Just give me one. Just one.
I got you. Who the fuck is Chris Brooks?
A 9.5 rushing. I just saw that. I was going to say, what do you take that?
So I did like David Montgomery at 14.5 receiving yards. He smashed that the last 4 games, and the Packers have actually given up the 3rd most receiving yards to opposing backs the last 4 games. With that being said, I'd take his longest receptions because his receiving yards is currently at 17.5, and I don't like that. But 10.5 longest reception, I think he gets that, and I think he gets that like twice or thrice.
Okay, that's your lock. What do you like for tonight, Rip? So my absolute lock, and if I can play a couple, I like Jordan Love over 252 passing. I think he's going to absolutely destroy that number.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with Montgomery over 59.5 rushing yards.
He took Montgomery's longest reception already.
Oh. Well, shit.
Amon-Ra, receptions, yards.
What's JMO at? Because obviously I like JMO this week. I think
JMO's at 49.5, 3.5 receptions, and 22.5 longest.
I like JMO. I'd like to get JMO in this. Just real quickly.
Okay. Feed me the one.
Let's see what he's 49.5 yards. Yeah, I'm going JMO over 49.5 receiving yards. Okay. Well, he's 3.5 receptions is interesting. He's had 4, 5, and 5 the last 3 weeks.
Shootout game on deck.
I know. Which one do you guys like more, receptions or receiving yards?
Neither.
I never like betting on fucking Jameson Williams, but I'll ride with it. I'll ride with the pick.
All right. Let's go receiving yards.
Receiving yards. All right. I'm gonna drop 27.50 on this bad boy for can't do X for 165. So we're going David Montgomery's longest, Jordan Love's passing at 252, and JMO at 49.5. I like that. Let's catch up here. Caden says starting team is Darnold, Breece Hall. Breece Hall, you got to watch out for it right now. It does not look good. Kyren, Evans, Thielen, David Montgomery, Justin Tucker, and Broncos defense. I decided to trade Bucky Irving on my bench for McLaurin. Was it a good trade? No. I'd rather have Bucky the rest of the way. Tampa has such a good schedule for running backs. It's crazy. But I do like McLaurin too, but I would rather have Bucky there than Terry McLaurin. Who would you guys rather have?
I think it depends your team need.
That too. It does.
Right? I mean, it depends what you got at running back or wide receiver, because that's
it sounds like a flex discussion for what it's worth.
If it's I'm taking Bucky if it's the flex.
Yeah, I mean, my only worries is Bucky going to play this week because they might both have a bye this week.
Yeah, playing the Raiders.
Well, I mean, like, but realistically, Bucky is still banged up. I wonder what the Fantasy Pros tool says about the Bucky Irving's likelihood of playing, because he is coming off of a pretty bad injury. That dude was a trooper for me last week. I'll tell you that.
He said the hip pointer was nothing though after the game. But
yeah, but like he also was like limping, like he just got freaking shot in the butt. Like his name was Brian Robinson Jr.
Where do you see where on Fantasy Pros do I see this?
Just Google in. I just Googled it and it popped up. Fantasy Pros, are they going to play? That's what I typed into Google.
All right,
and then they pull up a whole list. It's pretty sick, actually.
It's a very good tool.
Nice.
So
right, cool.
Chef says, made a trade today. I sold Godwin, Deontay Johnson, a 26th second, a 25th fourth for Levis, Judy, and Sharps. I mean, I like getting Levis. I like getting Judy. I don't like selling Chris Godwin. I don't care about Deontay Johnson. I think he's done. Who do you guys think won this? I would say the Levis, Judy, Sharp side won by a little bit. Don't really love it. Don't really hate it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, we need more details in the future on this. No,
I mean, like, I think the guy who got Godwin and Deontay Johnson won, for what it's worth, because
are they ever going to use Deontay Johnson? Why'd they trade for this guy?
That's the thing, right? And like, and that's a completely different conversation too. Like, if I was in Deontay Johnson's shoes, I'd be upset too. I'd be pissed. You guys are fucking with my money. I'm in a contract year. You guys are not playing me. You guys got Nelson Aguilar, fucking Wallace, and Rashad Bateman all going ahead of me. It's a contract year for me, and you guys are not playing me. I think that they brought in Deontay Johnson to block other teams like the LA Chargers from bringing in a viable receiver who are in the hunt. So yeah, I'm on Deontay Johnson's side. I'm going to lean on the Deontay Johnson side. I'm the biggest Deontay Johnson hater this year, but like moving forward, I think the guy's going to be, I think moving forward, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, that's tough for me. I mean, Deontay Johnson, man, he got suspended in the doghouse. They hate him right now. I do like the call that they, traded for him to block the teams. That's the only thing I can think of is they're not using this guy at all. It's crazy. Jeremy says Vikings, Arizona, or Seattle D this week. For me, oh man, I mean, the Vikings blitz so heavy, they get such a high turnover rate too as well. The matchup though isn't amazing. You have, Kirk Cousins revenge game you can be worried about. I still like it, but who do you like there? I know you like Seattle.
I think it is an amazing matchup for Minnesota, actually. One, I like the Vikings defense, just set it and forget it. If you're not going to try to guess on the matchups or play projections on it, they're very opportunistic. They blitz a lot, so you get those sacks. And I think that
Kirk Cousins' revenge game, though? Oh,
but,
man.
But what we've seen out of Kirk Cousins just last week was pretty awful. I mean, quite honestly. And if he's throwing ducks against Minnesota, and they're going to blitz him. So is he healthy all of a sudden after 4 or 5 days? I don't think so. I love Minnesota defense.
I think I'd take Minnesota as well. Who do you like there, Disco?
None of the above.
None of the above? Damn. Just throw the heat like that? Victor says, Tracy still a reliable start? I think so. I think if Bucky's out there, you're starting him. But I think Tracy's going to be fine. I think he was in the doghouse for the fumbles. I think he played 72% of the snaps still. They're not looking for Devin Singletary, 27 years old, looking forward. They're going to see what they have in the rookie. I would still throw him out there in a great matchup versus New Orleans. Latrell says, or how about this? Before we dive into the question, I want to go back to this. Is Deontay Johnson going to play over 30% of the snaps the rest of the fantasy football season? What do you think?
What?
Is Deontay Johnson going to play 30% of the snaps for the rest of the season once?
Well, no, he's suspended next week as well. The
Right.
moment they get back. Sorry, some guy just tweeted at me saying, "Big joke energy. Please explain how Laporta is 2."
Laporta has a great matchup versus Green Bay.
Yeah,
you,
man.
you don't have to explain anything.
Yeah, man.
Latrell says, should I start Goff or Russ? I have Russ QB7. I have Goff around 12-13. I mean, it could be a shootout game tonight. Green Bay secondary is very good. Who do you guys like, Goff or Russ?
Disco?
Goff or Russ? Goff.
Goff. I'll go Goff.
Man, dude, Cleveland is hemorrhaging points. You guys are hating on Russ. I think Russ is a big one. Chef says, my team's 11-2 first seed. Only had 2 starting QBs, so needed more depth. Targeted players with good rest of schedule in case of injury. Didn't cost me that much. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Question from Mike Ripe's Twitter side. I'll let you take it. What do you got, Rip? Take it away.
Oh, well, I just answered this. If you got the Minnesota defense, I think you plug them in and play. Although I get the Saints idea because it is against Drew Lock. In my opinion, I'm riding with the Vikings defense just in general. I love the Vikings defense this season. They've been awesome. And I'm playing them. I think this Atlanta matchup is prime for that Vikings defense. You have a hobbled quarterback. He cannot move. The Vikings thrive on defensive intensity and pressure and opportunistic stuff. We just saw Cousins giving up just ducks. I just don't understand why it's all of a sudden better in 4 or 5 days. I love the Vikings defense.
All right, let's go like this. Are we going to see Penix at all before the season is over as the starting quarterback for the Falcons?
I think 100%. In fact, I think that we could see Penix this week later in the game. And more importantly, I think we'll see Penix start the following week.
I'm here for that. I'm the number one advocate of the insert the Penix club. I'm here for that. I don't hate that assessment, but like that Atlanta, like on paper, Atlanta is so good that I will never want to, confidently advise playing a defense against them, especially when the narrative is there. But once again, narratives don't win championships. It's the process, and I think Rip's process is as sound as it gets right now.
Look, and more importantly for me, look, the Vikings are the number 1 defense this season.
Oh yeah, they blitz, get turnovers like crazy.
The number 1 fantasy defense. I get the rest of it, but for me, I'm not sitting my number 1 defense unless there's some really, really reason. That's just the way I do this, and look through it, and then I think it's a good matchup. So that's how I see it.
So I got one for you. You know that Kirk Cousins has 18 points in his past 3 fantasy games, and Will Levis has beaten that every single game.
Yeah, but we didn't.
Yeah, just wanted to drop that in there for you.
I'm telling you, this man is sponsored by Mayo.
He said, "Thanks for addressing it."
We call this 14 Mayo Clinic.
Kirk revenge game. Got another question on your X side. He says, "How do you feel about Sincere McCormick this week?" I'll let you take all the X questions for you.
Me?
Yep.
I feel sincerely very good about it. I've been already talking about it. If you guys have been listening for a little bit, I'm in on Sincere. I really am. I think he has a great opportunity. We've seen it in the past. It's the right setup. Look, it depends who you're choosing him over, but if you need help and you want to, throw some upside potential there on a guy that, could break out this week, I think that Sincere is a great opportunity.
So even with Alexander Madison practicing today.
Put it this way. Madison's not good. I think there is a chance, a legitimate chance that Sincere McCormick outscores Isaac Garendo this week.
Woo! Damn. Okay. That's fire. Yeah. I like it. Shadow again from your Twitter site says pick 2, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex, MHJ, Nick Westbrook, Rashad White, ETN. Thanks in advance. Who you got?
You want me to go?
Yeah. All the X ones, you fire away.
That's YouTube.
I don't know where anything's coming from.
I would take MHJ, and I'm taking, I guess, Rashad White because Bucky's banged up, but I do like Westbrook and Keeney a lot too. I'm not starting ETN with Mac Jones. Who do you like there?
I think I'm going to ride with what you said. I'm going to ride with MHJ and Rashad White.
Disco? Same thing?
I like MHJ, but Tennessee's been giving up 23 fantasy points the last 2 weeks to opposing running backs. If any game's a Travis Etienne game, this has got to be it. I'm going to stick to the process. I'm going to go Travis Etienne and MHJ.
Okay. God, it's hard for me to do that. Another one from the X side for Rip here. We'll start Minnesota in the league. I have them. Should I go Saints or Cards D or Dolphins in my other league? I'll take this one. I like the Saints versus the Giants, man. You got to love any defense that's playing Drew Lock. That's just a given. I mean, it's absolutely terrible.
I don't hate it. No, I think the Saints is a good choice there.
Okay, he goes over Tank Bigsby, Gus, or Vidal for Sincere McCormick. I like him over all three. Yeah.
Yep.
He said I'm down bad. Thank you, by the way. Chef says, is Reed a must start tonight? Reed is a must start tonight, 100%.
Did you not see my wide receiver rankings? I had him in my top 10 twice, man.
Okay, so who you got winning tonight? Do you like the over-under? Who do you like, Rip, tonight? Detroit Packers, 52.5. It's gone up from 49.5 from Monday.
Yeah. So I like the over.
So do I. Okay.
And I like Green Bay.
So do I. Who do you like, Disco?
I like the under, and I like Green Bay. I have it 24-21 Green Bay.
24-21 Green Bay. Okay. Why do you like the under? If you had to give me a breakdown on that.
I'm
curious about taking it on a different bet too.
It's weird when we're discussing both of these teams, right? When these guys play each other, the net outcome never really is what we expect. Like it's always a very, very finicky, weird defensive battle that comes down to a couple of chunk plays. That's why I'm betting on the chunk plays and the chunk players, not necessarily, the over in it to be a complete shootout. There's a lot of volatility. Like Josh Jacobs, I don't think is going to get involved a heck of a lot this game, because if we're talking about the last 4 weeks, the Detroit Lions have given up less than 40 yards rushing to opposing backs, and they've been all relatively decent and formidable running backs, right? They haven't given up a lot of yardage or rushing yards, so Josh Jacobs not getting involved in that play action based offense that Matt LaFleur absolutely loves means that Jordan Love is going to take a lot of risks. And yes, some of them are going to pay off, but some of them are going to turn into picks. And on the other side, I think Jared Goff is also going to get sacked and hurried a heck of a lot. So I think both defenses are going to play a little bit better than, what the vast majority of everybody's narrative looks like. I think it's going to be a good game. It's one of my favorite games on the week, and it's one of my favorite games on the season. Green Bay is one of my favorites to. There's a lot of favorites. Green Bay is my favorite to lead the NFC into the Super Bowl. So this is a great game. I'm really excited for it, but I do like the under.
Okay, so Jair is still out. The Lions just got all three of their starting corners back as well. So they were all missing for the past 2 to 3 weeks, and now they're back. They're healthy. They have a great, safeties over the top, but then you have their offensive line and defensive line is banged up to the max for the Lions. So they're not going to get much pressure with a good secondary. So, God, it's like the roughest breakdown you can make. Like, I think it's got to be a shootout game. I think it has to be like 34-30, 31-34, somewhere around there. But I love the breakdown there. I did not disco. He says, just got home working on my lineups. IDK says, thanks for answering. Saints first card. We'll go Saints. I like Saints there as well. Need to join these every week. Welcome anytime. IDK, I am also live on YouTube as well, brother. If you want to hop onto the side as well, smash the sub, smash the like. All the support's appreciated. Okay, so we need to talk about, we got 2 games ahead here. Got about 20 minutes left till Disco pops on his show. I want to talk about, are your Dolphins going to save their season versus the Jets this week? And I got to let Rip take his Dolphins away here.
Why are we doing this again? I feel like I've been doing this for 7 weeks now. We saving the season each week, and then we lose, and we're still saving the season the next week. What are we saving?
Yep. You still got playoff aspirations. Still got hope.
Yeah, of course we do. Yeah, I do think that Miami is going to take New York behind the woodshed in Miami.
You think they're going to blow them out?
I like them by double digits.
Ooh, okay. So you have, I guess, Breece Hall banged up. That would hurt. They're not really missing anybody else besides Lazard. Dolphins not really banged up in any way except, losing, what's his name, that DN that went down with that same injury again. I think I'm taking the Dolphins to rock them as well. And Patriots side, Disco, who do you like for your Pats on a bye this week? Are they going to lose on a bye?
I mean, we can't technically lose on the bye, but I mean, we're winning because the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets both suck camel dick this year.
Hey.
And that's great for me because their fan base really sucks. Pat's fan base is great. Bill's fan base, like, I feel sorry for them. Who goes to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row and loses all of the fucking Super Bowls, right? So I'm all right with the Bills fans. I'm glad that the Bills are doing well. I did have them projected to win the division. With that being said, it's a warm weather game. Tua killed the narrative last week about cold weather games, so that doesn't necessarily matter. I think Miami has this. The culture is great, and Aaron Rodgers is clearly focused on caves and Netflix.
My God.
Fucking
Can you believe he has a Netflix documentary coming out, bro?
The timing is impeccably bad. Like, it's the worst. Like, this is worse timing than him tearing his Achilles 4 snaps into last year.
Gone in 60 seconds.
Hey, Killer Whale, you know that killer whales are technically dolphins. I don't know why you're trying to kill the dolphins here. We can work together on this.
Fantasy dog with another gifted.
I never wanted to noogie a human so bad in my entire life.
Okay, so 15 minutes left. Anything you guys want to cover? Anything you want to throw up for yourselves? Shout out, whatever you guys want to do. Take the floor away right now, Rip. Go for it. What do you got? What's upcoming? What do you got going on?
Oh, well, I'm just glad to be here, man. I'm glad if you guys came through here because of X, make sure you're subscribing to not just Sleazeball, but obviously Disco, both their YouTubes. These guys are doing it every day, it feels like, not just from the content side, but the live videos and the streams. And these are super helpful, especially if you're playing weekly, season long, all this stuff. I mean, these are 2 of the great guys I've met over the past year, and I'm thankful for it. So definitely make sure you're following them. All I'd say is join me on Monday, 7:30 a.m. Got a really fun week 14 TMA show coming up. Some really fun guests, and we're gonna dive into get you ready for the playoffs. That's all I'd say. So 7:30 a.m. Monday morning Pacific time. We'll see you there.
Who's guesting on that?
We got PPR fantasy tips coming on.
Oh, okay.
We're going deep on the Bama boys. Gonna ask them some good questions about Bama and fantasy. There's a lot of interesting Bama fantasy players. Gonna see who's the best. And I got Frank Amarante coming on. We're gonna see what what he wants to tell us about why he's so good or not. So it's a good show. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and obviously week 15 for a lot of people, playoffs, and so it's a great opportunity
Lunch
to get
time. I like it. We got a super chat here before we dive into what Disco's got on here. Thank you so much, Mick. He says start 3: St. Brown, Reed, Adams, Westbrook-Akine, Elijah Moore, or Cooper. I'm definitely starting Jaden Reed and St. Brown 100%. This is going to be a massive game for both these guys. And, man, Devontae Adams, I think I'm going to roll with him over Westbrook-Akine, Elijah Moore, and Cooper. Amari Cooper, I don't know what the Bills are trading for him for right now. It looks terrible.
This is the breakout game. Once again, you mentioned it, right? You can't judge them based off of the snow game. Nobody really did anything in the air. I think this is like against the Los Angeles Rams. This is screaming Amari Cooper breakout game. So I like Amon-Ra, I like Reed, and I like Amari Cooper here. Elijah Moore, I think he's a great tertiary play, and Westbrook-Akine, like at some point the wheels has got to fall off, or he's just going to become like a household name, right? And Devonta Adams, I don't know how to feel about him.
I mean, Amari Cooper, since joining the Buffalo Bills in 3 games, has how many fantasy points?
Not a lot. I want to say maybe like 13. Yeah. 12, 13. Yeah.
Jerry Jeudy just popped 50 in 1.
Yeah. I mean, like, but we're comparing apples to oranges. Like, the scenarios and situations are completely different.
Yeah. And also, just to be fair here, can you tell me Debo's last 3 games total? Because it's not. Yeah, it's less than what you just described.
Hang on. Go to Scott Fish though. He got 50 in Scott Fish for you.
But this Scott Fish is not standard. I mean, unless you're
you get points for kick return.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah, that's the deceiving. It's a good way to use the stats to make it sound like okay.
I was just trying to save his face. Right, he's playing terrible. Debo has like 13 points in the past 3.
It's under 13. It's like 12 point something.
So you're telling me with CMC gone, he's not going to be used more?
I'm just telling you that I like St. Brown, Reed, and Cooper. That's what I'm
Killer Wills are Dolphins. I'm still going Devontae Adams. He's still balling too much for me right now. But I mean, you could throw Amari out there. I'd say it's 50-50. Killer Wills are Dolphins. He Googled that shit. It was 100% right. Anyone seen the in-season Hard Knocks? Curious if they are hiding Deshaun Watson. I have not seen Hard Knocks since like the first 3 episodes. I don't know if you guys watched into it.
Well, I think they just brought back. It's the in-season AFC North or whatever right now. It's new season, like mid-season one.
I have not even checked.
That's why
into
you didn't see the clips of Joe Burrow buying the Batmobile.
That was so cool.
I saw that shit, the clips of it, but I
Yeah,
didn't watch
so
the HBO.
Yeah, that's the clip from the mid. It's in season with the AFC North. I think.
Those things are so sick. God, what was it? $3 million?
$3 million.
Yeah, ridiculous. Another question from your boy on the Twitter side, IDK. Are Braylon Allen and Sean Tucker decent starts if Hall and Bucky don't go?
100%.
Braylon Allen is, but I don't trust Sean Tucker.
Sean Tucker's got an excellent matchup. Why wouldn't you trust him?
Because I just don't trust him.
You think Rashad White is going to get bell cow usage all of a sudden?
No, but I'd rather start Braylon Allen, but way more than Sean Tucker.
I mean, I think if Sean Tucker's on the field anywhere between 30 to 45% of the time, even if we cut the splits that Bucky has in half, 30% of the time, I think he finds the end zone.
Okay. He said Killer Whales or Dolphins. I'm not against it. I mean, the matchup's great. It's hard for me to trust him.
Yeah, see that, guys? Not only am I here dishing fantasy information, I'm giving you some education here on the mammals.
Yeah, I mean, when your team has not been Super Bowl relevant for like the last how many years, you gotta focus on like mammalisms over like footballisms. It's all good.
I sent my friends to follow you, and this is how you do me?
Sorry, I love you.
Damn. What's up, Andre? He says, hey guys, important week with Lamar on a bye. It is BYEMAGGEDON part 2. I picked up Caleb and just saw one of my league mates drop Tua. Should I start Tua instead of him? I like Tua over Caleb this week. Who do you guys like there?
I like Caleb. I like him a lot.
So Niners are going to have Bosa. They're going to have Greenlaw back as well. Tre'Davious Ward finally over the little, sun debacle. And Hufanga should be back next week, hopefully, if they even, stay in contention. So those are things to note on the Niners side. You still like the pressure coming after him?
I'm fine with it.
Bears offensive line is trash. Who do you like there, Rip? Tua or Caleb?
I'm going Tua now. I got to stick up for my Dolphins.
Yeah. I like Tua as well. I know that Caleb's balling, but I'm going to go Tua. I know I like them both though, so you're not in a bad situation.
I love Caleb this week.
I hope so. I need him in Scott Fish. Need him bad.
I'm out of Scott Fish. We're done talking about that. Observations of life. Any Watson Wick love? I like Watson this week, man. If you need a flex play, I really like Christian Watson to hit a deep bomb, find the end zone. That's what Detroit gives up is chunk plays. I'm not against it. I don't love it. Like, start him over, safe floor players. But if you need a dart throw with it, I like it. He goes, let's hope Bucky plays. If not, Tucker, only other option is Sharps on the wire. Yeah, well, I'm definitely going Tucker over Sharps if he's out. Okay, all caught up there. Now, after the stream, guys, you guys will not even have to leave the stream. It will lead right to Big Draft Energy show. That's why I'm trying to reminisce or talk about what we can to cover right now, because I don't want to talk about any Pick-Ems or anything like that, because we're going to cover every single matchup over there on his stream, and it's going to lead right to it. And I'm going to let him tell you about the show right now. What's going on there, Disco?
I mean, every Thursday, you and I do the Thursday Night Football locks over on the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. It was fun when Rip joined us, but he's been big timing me as of late. This guy's he's just too good for me, and I miss him, and I want him to come back on my show, and he's welcome on my show anytime, even tonight. And tonight's a very special show. We have fellow Ontario Canadian Frank Amarante joining us live tonight, and
this guy gets around. Jeez,
I know. I've been working on him for a couple of weeks now, so I'm glad that he's finally joining us. He's one of the top betting analysts, one of the top projectors. He was 6th last year for the Fantasy Pros in terms of weekly projections. So he really knows that he knows his shit. And I literally asked him for one lock from each side, and he literally gave me one lock from every single game this upcoming week. So I've been just putting together a lot of fucking Pick-Em tickets. But yeah, we got Frank. He's absolutely brilliant. I'm excited for that. And obviously my good friend Sleazeball. And yeah, we just chop it up. And then on Saturday, we got our usual show where we go over the entire Sunday and Monday slate, give you guys start sit advice, Pick-Ems, hot takes. We've been cashing at an absurd level, and we're hoping.
Oh my god, last week was crazy.
It was insane.
Jesus, I think we hit almost every call this week. It was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Wait, you're trying to kill some time here?
What do you got?
All right, so what do you guys? Who won this trade? I made a trade. Frank and I are in a dynasty league, first season, and 12 teams. So Frank and I made a trade. It's super flex, and Frank traded me a second round pick in 2026 for Russell Wilson. Did he steal from me?
Yeah,
he did.
I mean, I don't really care about the 2 years out picks when I'm playing dynasty.
So I mean, a second round. Now I have Patrick Mahomes. I have Sam Darnold. No, yeah, and I have Penix. This is my dynasty. So you think Frank? I mean, I guess the point is Russell Wilson's value ever going to be higher? Is
no. But I mean, if he needed a quarterback and his team's in contention, he definitely won.
All right.
So I mean, I got this right. Here's your pen and paper. Write down time right now if you play Dynasty. This is how I do every single Dynasty I join. Right. So I'm in like 8 of them. What I do is I spend all my first 2 round picks on everything in the draft to make my team absolutely loaded, and then I start to reel off players that I don't want. And people will trade away their 3 years away like it's nothing. They don't even think about it. So I pile up all the 1s and 2s from 25, 26. I trade them all. I load my team up. And then if a team starts to fall or I don't like players, I'll start to trade them for the 2027 rebuild. And you'll get picks at an even better value because people don't want to wait 2-3 years out. That's always been my strategy to Dynasty. What are you going with? Keep all your picks?
Me? I want all my picks.
You like all the picks? See, like
at the start, because I want to be able to input. Like I have strong confidence in my ability to find great future players. So those picks are valuable to me, especially in a dynasty. Russell Wilson's not playing on my roster. If I have Mahomes and Darnold, I mean, I guess I could play him here or there. I just don't think I'm getting any value out of him in the future, especially with Penix ready to rock and roll. So. Frank is pretty good. That pick's not great, but it's a top 20 pick in 2 seasons. I like that. I want in a dynasty league I want the roster to be upside potential, but he might have won the trade. It's fair. We'll see.
Well, I mean, just you're playing for this year, I think you did because you're giving him, a 18 to 20 point player weekly. But I mean, if you have 3 quarterbacks, you don't need it.
No, I definitely helped him this year. It's true, but hopefully he doesn't win because of that.
Ryan says, got screwed by CMC and Mason and Derrick Henry out. Now I have to play one of these running backs that I picked up. Who would you go with? Gainwell, Vidal, Spears, Ford, Mostert, Akers, and Zamir. I don't even know if Zamir's playing. I've seen the update. It said he wasn't practicing. Missed practice again.
Who are we talking about? Zamir who?
Zamir White. That's Disco's guy.
Zamir White's Disco's guy?
Honestly, fuck, bro. I would probably, if I had to pick 2, I would go Mostert and Spears. Who would you go with?
It's Disco's guy, Zamir. Let him answer.
Who you got, Disco?
Sorry, my face isn't on the screen, so I refuse to answer right now.
If there's Zamir in the question, he doesn't have his face on the screen.
I mean, shit, we might as well throw in Gus Bus in here as well for you, Rip, and Jaleel McLaughlin in there for you, Sleaze.
Oh, didn't Jaleel McLaughlin take the role last week? What's up?
Yeah, good for him. Fucking took long enough. Honestly, man, it really all depends on, like, if you need the ceiling upside. I think Vidal's gonna be a very, very splash, or like everybody's got like a 3-point floor. Vidal's the only one who with potential usage because Gus Bus is literally the slowest player in the NFL.
It looked
like
really
Penei Sewell looks better with the ball in his hands than fucking Gus Bus. He looks faster too. So I mean, Vidal gives you the highest ceiling, and then I think Ford gives you the most PPR value. I don't see a world where Mostert and Akers, even Zamir, do a heck of a lot.
The highest touchdown upside though.
And I think Gainwell is also like a very intriguing pick because I think Philly's going to absolutely blow Carolina out of the water, and Gainwell's going to get some work. So I think Gainwell could find the end zone very well. He might be one of my favorite tertiary plays this upcoming week. Stay tuned to find out.
I'm not against that. What's up? Casper says Westbrook or MHJ in the flex. I'm going MHJ. Reed and CD are definitely must starts. Who do you like, Westbrook, Akina, or MHJ?
Were you really asking this? It's MHJ.
Dude, Akina's been, I don't know why. Okay, why do you guys not like this guy?
No,
It's not that I don't like him.
Is it because he's not a superstar name? Is that why?
No, look at the volume.
The
and
volume.
Look at the volume and
22
then
points, 21 points, 13 points, 16 points, 12 points, 10 points.
Okay, so now let me finish. Look at the volume of targets in terms of the usage, right? He is 100% touchdown dependent. I do not like to bet on wide receivers that are touchdown dependent. So I'm not betting on Westbrook Akine because he's touchdown dependent and Will Levis is still the fucking quarterback there. And I don't trust Will Levis. The same reason why you've been really high on Calvin Ridley is why I'm really low on Calvin Ridley. And the same reason why you're high on Westbrook Akine is the same reason why I'm low on him. It's because I hate Will Levis. I don't trust Will Levis. It's been lucky, but the wheels have got to fall off eventually, right? And I'm not
like the mayonnaise. All right, that's fine.
No, man.
All right.
I do no mayo on my shit. Spicy mayo, maybe.
Who you go with MHJ? Yeah, Rip.
Yes.
Alice.
Why, Rip? Why don't you like Westbrook Akine?
I don't like him because of everything the guy under me just said.
Oh, Jesus. I can't wait till Will Levis goes for 25, 30 points this week. You'll know where to find me.
You're gonna taunt us on that. Oh, the haters, where are you today?
Yep,
Come out and show yourself.
Then we call him out and he's like, oh, it was just a hot take. I was seeing if it could get any traction.
Alan says, pick 3, Tyreek, Jetta, Higgins, Pickens, DK. My God, you must be in a 10-man stacked league.
What? Yes. I'm saying yes.
Fuck me running on this one. I would go Jettas. I would go Higgins. I really like Higgins this week versus Dallas. And I like Pickens versus Cleveland and Tyreek versus the Jets. I go Tyreek, Jettas, and Higgins. Who you going with out of that superstar list?
My water tastes like Red Bull.
Who do you like there, Rip, out of those 5?
I like what you said. Tyreek, Jettas, and Higgins.
Disco, any different?
I mean, like, I'm not gonna put Higgins ahead of Pickens or DK. I can't.
Why?
For the first for starters, I can't speak English. Is not Englishing.
11.5 targets average.
If we're looking at what wide receivers do against Cleveland, they absolutely go nuclear. I like George Pickens a heck of a lot this week. And DK Metcalf, I never want him to be on my bench when he goes for 160 receiving yards and 2 receiving touchdowns.
You like Pickens, but you don't like Russ.
Correct.
Okay.
So hear me out. If you are a passing quarterback, if you're a passing quarterback with no rushing upside, it's PPR format. If you get 9 receptions, 130 yards, 1 receiving touchdown, that's a good day. 1 passing touchdown for a quarterback with no rushing upside, that's a bad day.
He just threw for 400.
He did 100%. He just threw for, but like, look at who he was playing. The team that's literally given that up to everybody in the NFL.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna go against it.
Jacoby Brissett beat that defense.
He's been balling.
Jacoby Brissett, not Jacoby Myers.
Week 1 or 2. Okay, that's fine.
Week 1, yeah. Jacoby Brissett, that quarterback.
I'm just saying, T. Higgins is averaging 22.5 fantasy points and 11.5 targets the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, like your rationale and reasoning is sound, but like I like Pickens and I would say DK above Pickens, then Higgins.
Okay, I mean, I'm not against it. They're all fucking amazing starts either way. So I mean, B-Dog says 6 and 7. What's up, Sleeves? Most points for, most against. I'm in that situation with you in one league. It's absolutely crazy. Need a dub to make the playoffs. Pick 2. I love Reed this week, and I love Garendo out of that list, honestly, over MHJ and Debo. Who do you guys like out of that?
Yeah, Reed and Garendo.
Disco, you going to go MHJ or Debo over Garendo?
Yeah, I'm going to go Reed and MHJ.
He's going Reed and MHJ.
All right, I got Frank in the studio. Sleaze, I'll see you in a minute. Rip, I'm going to send you the link, okay?
Gotcha. Peace. Oh, Rip's going to join as well? The guy.
I'm not joining him after what he did to me on live video.
Thanks for the Hall news. Just picked up Braylon Allen. Your opponent has Hall Smart Man. I'm dead. Penny better than Gus. That shit was funny. Ryan Scott says thanks. Johnny Tolbert says start 1 full PPR 1. Darnell or Rico Dowdle. I like Rico Dowdle a lot this week. I think you do as well. He's been seeing 23 average touches for the past 2 weeks. You can't ignore that. I know the Bengals are good at stopping the run, but I'm still rolling him out. Another discoism, very nice. Do we know if Bucky is playing? We do not know if Bucky is playing yet, but the optimism early was that, he's going to be out there, and the hit pointer was nothing.
Fantasy Pros has him down to like less than very low now.
Oh, okay. How do I search this? Okay, so if you guys do not know this, go to Google, type in Fantasy Pros, are they playing? So go to Google Fantasy Pros, are they playing? It'll give you a link, okay? And then you can search the player you want. This is an amazing tool. I don't know if they use doctors. I haven't even looked into this. Disco just showed me.
It's an AI model.
So look, I'm gonna go like this and stop the screen.
He's at 22%.
Share this. Okay. So this is what Bucky Irving's chance of playing right now is at, according to who do I say according to? Fantasy Pros, AI doctors.
Yeah, it's our AI overlords.
Okay. So, and then if you want to look at Breece Hall, he's very bad. Breece Hall is down to 12%, which doesn't look good. So, rough situation there. We got like 3 minutes left, guys. Fire away. Disco, let me know when you're live so I can pop it on over to you. You guys do not have to leave the stream. It will lead right to him. All right. Give me, what do you like from the Dolphins game? Any pick-ems you like? Dolphins, Jets. What are the locks for the Fins?
Jonnu's number.
Jonnu? Okay, so let's pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up.
Jonnu is at 50.5 receiving or 19.5 longest.
You can't do receptions?
I guess I'd have to do underdog, but I don't have that pulled up. Let me cancel this screen real quick, actually. Stop screen, share this one.
What was the receiving yards for Jonnu?
50.5.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, look at his numbers.
I know, it's been crazy.
He's got 200-yard games and then an 87-yard game and mixed in there. I don't see why this is not going to continue.
I have him at tight end 4 this week.
He's tight end 5 overall this season. He's been awesome. It's funny, just to be clear, I had some, hits, misses, whatever. I was on the Jonnu Smith preseason, like, this is the guy no one seemed to want to talk about. It was the perfect setup. So ultimately, I'm not that surprised that this has turned out like this. It's been better than I probably even expected. But why jump off now? I feel like this is a trend. The trend is your friend. Get on board.
10 targets a game?
It's
like 11-8. He's absolutely balling.
They unlocked it, and it's like they're not going to put it back away now all of a sudden. Like, they're going to keep going with it. Nothing's changing here.
Okay, so I'm going to lock that in. What else? Any other Fins over under you like? Anything from that game?
I mean, what are Achan's numbers?
Okay, pull up Achan's numbers right now. 58 rushing, 15.5 longest rush, 29.5 receiving, 13.5 longest.
29.5 receiving. Isn't he gonna? I mean, he's been. What are his receiving yards?
Absolute lock. I like that.
I like that. Here's the one sneaky play. I think that we're going to see a change in the backfield for Miami this week for the first time. I think we're going to see a little bit of Jalen Wright
instead of Mostert.
Yeah, from what I read from McDaniel, and it seems like there could be the change. And I think this is the time where we might see a little bit of Wright. I don't think we see a lot of Wright, but I think we see enough Wright that probably his player numbers. He's not even up there, huh? He can't even get any.
I can't even find him. Yeah.
Yeah, but if there was a number you could get on Jalen Wright, I think Wright could have sneaky upside this week on the sort of pick-ems.
Okay, I like that. I'll see where he's at. Okay, anything from the Jets game that you would give me that the Dolphins are? Where's their weak spot at? Where do they get beat? What would be a good play for the?
I think the play is Braylon Allen.
He's not up here. I was looking for that.
Yeah.
What about Devontae or Garrett Wilson? 61-63. Tyreek 64.5. I need a Jet though.
Yeah, I mean, what do we get for the kicker?
It's 5.5 for Anders Carlson.
Yeah, maybe that.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the move.
I'll throw a 10 on that. All right. All right, guys, we are going to head over to Big Draft Energy stream here. I don't know if he's live yet. We got about 2 minutes. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the super chats. You don't even have to leave the stream. It will lead right to his stream. Make sure you guys go out and smash my guy Michael Rip a follow on Twitter, YouTube, X. If you want to see his Instagram story, you can check that out too. My guy flies around the world. Let him know what you got going on here. He says he's about to go live.
Just go enjoy Killer Whale show coming up next. He's a Dolphins. Don't let him fool you. And more importantly, I might fly around the world, but I fly around to be here with you, my guy.
Always. Thanks for having me, my guy. You got one last question here from your ex. Says Christian, which defense, Chargers or Dolphins? Bucks are on the waiver.
Chargers or Dolphins? I can't go Chargers against Mahomes, so I would go with the Bucks if I'd pick up the Bucks.
So would I. I'll go Bucks on the waiver. If the Saints are out there, I would go Saints over them as well.
Yeah.
And he also likes Seattle over the Bucks if they're available as well, Christian. Rip is good. About to go live, BDE. Let me know as soon as you go live so we can send it over. It does not send it over if you're not live. That's the worst part. So anything else you want to throw in the last minute here? What do you got?
I got a show on Monday morning. Make sure you come join us.
Monday morning,
football, baby.
Didn't even invite me on. Invited PPR and everybody else. I see how it is. It's all good.
You want to come on?
I'm just messing with you.
You want to come
Monday morning? Yeah.
It's an invite, baby.
I'm down.
All right, I'll see you on Monday morning.
All right, you guys, we are heading over. I just got the message from Disco. He is live. We are rocking and rolling. Make sure you head to Big Draft Energy's YouTube channel right now. I know you're going to be in the Rip. I'll see you over there.
Have a good one, guys.
Peace out, guys. Oh, how do I...